Hey, it's Trish with another episode of Timeout with Trish. Today I have Voice of the Eagles Danny Reed and Colin Lacy, who does color analyst. Now, usually they call the action on the court or on the field, but today we're just going to try it with real life.
Here at Landrum Dining Commons, getting a chance to visit with a women's tennis team this morning. And Colin, as much as we travel, we know that a balanced breakfast is really important. Thinking about all the extra protein they have on the plate. Look at the extra sausage links along with the egg, the incredible edible egg. You cannot miss the egg.
A little salt, a little pepper. You never know what can happen.
So what's the story with the Lucky Charms? How long have they been a part of your breakfast?
Well, I eat them every game day because they're called Lucky Charms, so hopefully the lucky part goes into our team.
Different part of Landrum, we got assistant coach Ben Betts about to make a physical, financial transaction. Want to make sure you have a good center of gravity and a good base about yourself. As we watch the feet, they're angled in such a way where he doesn't lose balance as he makes sure he remembers his pin number.
Coach Byington talks about that day in and day out.
Well, we hear Coach Byington say, wake up at a stance, folks. That's what it looks like.
You know, with you and I being on the road so much throughout the season, we don't get to see the bus very often.
To learn a little bit more about this gold route, let's go way up front to Trish.
People on this bus are just incredible and happy to be here and ready to get to class. Okay, so what's the story behind the yellow line and why do I have to stand here?
It is all about safety. Safety is our number one concern.
The wheels on the bus certainly go round and round.
So we now have 1.2 inches on the mat, okay? We're gonna multiply.
Now, Colin, in today's lab 3.3, fortunately, this particular table has Mr. Schroeder here. He's been first team all geology for the last 3 years. But the issue these guys are dealing with, this quadrangle, is of Georgia Southern College and not Georgia Southern University. I've got to think that conversion may be a little bit more difficult as they progress through this particular activity.
Even though the map from 1993, it got changed to Georgia Southern University in 1990, a little bit of a delay in getting the maps updated. So you've got Georgia Southern College, a couple of things not there. Where we live, it's not even on the map.
That is so huge, and the way the ruler is so properly aligned on the quadrangle, this is really going to help them finish this in a timely manner. Let's go to the head of the class where we can visit with Trish.
So Professor, you've been preparing for this all semester. What does it mean to see your students thriving during this lab?
Well, honestly, Tricia, it means a lot. You're right. The whole semester does hinge on this topographic maps lab. We're going to be using this for the rest of the semester, and to see them succeed like this early on is really nice.
But look at the neat lines there from Team Buford here, especially going past the bypass. And as you work your way towards Brooklyn, a good circle is communication is certainly proper amongst the team members.
Yeah, and you can see the communication with the straight lines like you mentioned. The other one almost looked like a receding hairline, but this one a lot straighter, a lot more precise on the quadrangle.
I had a chance to catch up with the hometown hero, Madison Buford. What is it like to see Statesboro from this point of view?
Well, it actually looks a lot larger on the map, but I did try to tell them that we're moving towards Pulaski. Again, they didn't think we were. They thought we were moving towards Claxton. So I'm really just trying to get them a good feel for what's going on here in Statesboro.
Here at the Ted Smith Family Football Center, we are at the front desk where all the...
Okay, Danny, the breaking news is Glenn Ingram still doesn't have a show. Back to you.
That's not
news. It is a tremendously huge ping pong match. We've got Glenn Ingram of Gata Lifestyle and the feathery flow of new defensive line coach Vic Cabral. Look at the way that Glenn just totally missed that wide open shot, Colin. As the intensity picks up here from courtside, let's go to Trish with more.
Well, guys, as you can see, it's a pretty lopsided game. Team Ingram struggling once again. Getting beat this badly by a football player must bring some pretty traumatic memories back to Glenn.
As ping turns into pong. Oh, wings of Eagle Nation! Vic Cabral with a spike of spikes! He takes the match 21-19.
Thanks, guys, so much for joining us today and making everyday life on campus look so epic.
Guys, it was great to talk to you. We really enjoyed it.
Anytime, Tricia.
That was another episode of Time Out with Trish. We will catch you next time.
Buckle up for safety.